He stole my scanner! Look at the weird little penguins. Oh, the beak is on the head? Not sure I like that. Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael, and welcome to Subnautica Below Zero. That's right, it's been a long wait and you guys have been very patient, so we are finally back in the world of Subnautica, back on 4546B, I believe. It's been a few months since the end of our Subnautica adventure on the channel, and ever since then I've been getting a lot of comments of, Luke, you should really play Below Zero. Luke, when are you gonna play Below Zero? Well, I figured we'd waited long enough, so it's finally time to jump into it. So this is of course a semi-sequel, I suppose, to Subnautica. For the longest time I really thought this was like an expansion or a DLC, but it's actually its own standalone game. It's not Subnautica 2, which has actually been announced, and we even recently got a trailer for Subnautica 2. This is more like a Subnautica 1.5, I guess. Now I've been getting very mixed comments about this game. Some people have really enjoyed it, but other people really didn't like it. I even had some people telling me to skip the game entirely, so... Is it good? Is it bad? I don't really know, but I guess I'm going to play it for myself and make my own opinion. When it comes to the first Subnautica, it does have a pretty special place for me, not only because I really had a lot of fun with it, but also because it brought a lot of new viewers to the channel. In fact, if you're watching this, there's a good chance that you found the channel because of Subnautica. I will say the community for it was very intense. I got some of the nicest comments I ever got for that playthrough. I also got some of the most, I guess, rude and negative comments for that playthrough. There was a whole lot of backseating for Subnautica, and I'm expecting quite a lot for this one as well. So even though it's probably gonna get ignored by a lot of people, I do want to state up front, please, no backseating, no gameplay advice. I don't need you to tell me how to play the game. I don't need you to tell me everything that I've missed or like I didn't understand. I'm going to be playing the game at my own pace. I'm going to try and understand as much as I can. I don't want to get spoiled like story elements or even gameplay mechanics in the comments. I like to discover everything for myself. When it comes to the first Subnautica, I try to be as thorough as possible, like reading all the databank entries, really taking my time and exploring as much as I could. Of course, it wasn't a perfect playthrough. I did miss like a few things and I made some dumb mistakes, but to me, it's all part of the fun, you know? That is the fun of jumping into a game completely blind, not knowing anything about it. And when it comes to Below Zero, I don't know anything. I just think that it's still on the same planet. And I think we also have a new protagonist, because on the cover of the game, you see like a different character that's not Riley Robinson, I think was his name. So that's all I know jumping into this one. Everything else is going to be completely new. Alright, so this intro has been long enough. I think that covers pretty much everything. I just have this weird feeling like I'm forgetting like one thing. I can't really remember what it is. Oh wait, no. I know what I'm missing. There we go, that's better. That's right, Captain Lukael is back, baby, and I'm ready to explore some more 4546B with my loyal crew. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. I can see we're getting some pretty cool music once again. Soundtrack of the first game was really nice. A new ship? Is this like a rain of asteroids, or what's going on here? It can't be getting shot by the defense system, right? Because we turned it off when we left the planet, unless this is a prequel. I'm not sure if it's a prequel or a sequel. I guess we'll find out right at the beginning. Like, I don't know if we're still working for Altera. Always a good sign.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me, and Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Ooh, shit, alright. Am I controlling this? No, that's okay.
Approaching 4546 speed. Surface temperatures.
Whoop.
Drop pod deployed.
Oh, that's gonna suck. You know what? That wasn't too bad. Could have been way worse. Uh-oh, I need to get out of here. Hurry up. I'm gonna cook in here. They're going to find my fried remains. Oh boy, and we're right in it. Whoa! That lightning storm, what the hell? What is happening up there? It's a very intense beginning. I mean, the first one also had a pretty intense beginning, but what's with all the meteors? Holy shit. Okay, let's pick up some... Oh, wow, okay. Is this gonna stop? Is this just gonna keep going? Okay, we got our PDA just like before. I'm gonna keep hitting escape instead of tab again. This has to stop eventually, right? As long as one doesn't fall on me. I mean, it probably can, but... Nutrient block, that's very good. Filtered water. Let's just pick up everything we can and hope that we don't get hit by a freaking meteor. What is happening in there? I mean, I guess that's just a natural phenomenon. I can't wait till it kind of calms down so we can analyze our surroundings and get our bearings. It is very cold. Ooh. Yeah, that's bad. I guess I'm headed for the pod. Alright, hang on. Let's see if we have anything here. So I found a bunch of flare. Disposable light source, useful for distracting predators, of course. Also, again, it's been a few months since I played Subnautica, so I'm not like fully remember what the controls are. I'm going to try and get used to it again, but it has been a while. So do we have like any information on what the hell is happening? The future of Xeno works from Jax Isis. Hey there, Xeno workers. I know there's been lots of rumors circulating, so I just want to clear some stuff up in the spirit of openness and transparency, which you know means a lot to us all here. First of all, no, Altera did not buy us. Okay, so are we working for like a company that's been bought by Altera? We're still Xenoworks. We're not going to move offices or start having some kind of hierarchical structure, or even like making you show up on site or anything like that, although you should, for the snacks alone. We're still the scrappy, agile, research-first startup you all signed on to. So what does this controlling stake stuff mean? Well, I guess the most direct way to put it is it means more. More equipment, more research, more risk, more experimentation, more of everything that makes us great, and most of all, more cash. Well, at least they're being honest. For you and your research, and yes, snacks. Lena will be in touch pretty soon about exchanging your old-gen Xenoworks PDAs for snazzy new Altera upgrades, and to help you get comfy with some really minor policy changes that are going to help us keep everything running nice and smooth going forward. So yeah, congratulations everyone, we did this together and now we're going to be able to do so much more. Signed, Isis Jax, the communications specialist for Xenoworks. So are we a Xenoworks employee then? I'm going to be taking some notes, which I've started doing after playing at Disco Elysium and realizing I was way over my head. It helps me remember things in between recording sessions, so Xenoworks, and then we have Isis Jax, the communications specialists. Now, are we a Xenoworks employee? Sam, notice of death. Dear Mrs. IU, which I guess that's me, on behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotics Section Leader, and Indra Cormac, President of Altera Transgov, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha IU. She died on Planet 4546B, regrettably as the result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Knowing the planet, I feel like it might be something else that happened. Might have been chomped on by a Leviathan Reaper. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable at this time, you will receive contact from the Department of Insurance and Recuperation concerning your responsibilities as next of kin with regards to repayment of damages and legal fees. Right, they're fucking payment of damages, which at the end of the first game we owed them like billions of dollars. If you have any questions, you may file form, and your query will be addressed in sequential order. Sincerely, Emmanuel Desjardins. It's a pretty French name. 4546B, Communications Liaison, typo there. So does that mean that Altera now has settled 4546B to an extent? I don't know how much later after the first game this is. So the idea is our sister is supposed to be dead. But then at the beginning she said she's looking for her sister, so I guess she doesn't believe that she's actually dead and we're on the planet looking for her. That's what I'm getting here. Survival. Arctic Survival Almanac. Welcome to Adventure Mode, Xenoworker. You have arrived in an Arctic climate. Your great expedition begins. Your Xenoworks PDA is equipped to monitor your temperature and vital signs. Since you have downloaded the Arctic Survival Almanac, it will also dispense advice from time to time. For the benefit of future adventurers, your device will also record observations and findings you make. So we have a survival checklist, retreat to a safe environment, administer first aid if required. I'm good. Retrieve emergency supplies if available. We did that. Survey the environment for threats and resources, of course. Find or construct a reliable habitat. I'm gonna need an habitat builder for that. Construct necessary survival equipment using the habitat's fabricator. Locate other survivors using line of sight or the radio. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. The surface. Adventurers exploring the surface in cold weather climates are advised to take additional precautions. High winds can result in rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. If wearing a standard issue AEP suit, bodies of water may provide safety from extreme cold. Unexpected detours occur. You never know how long you'll be away from home base. Remember to pack a lunch and a toasty hot beverage if possible. We can't say this enough. Layers. Investing in a quality cold suit is certain to pay dividends in warmth and safety. Remember, when in doubt, don't go out. Oh boy, we already have a lot of equipment. You are currently wearing the AEP MK3 Beta Mark III, right? All environment protection suit. That looks pretty similar to what we had before in the first game. The latest all-environment suit is stronger, warmer, and more lightweight than ever. Onboard communications and heads-up display, biometric monitoring and feedback, slimline build for maximum freedom of movement, 5.4mm neoprene layer supports aquatic activity at nearly any temperature, rated for outdoor use at temperatures above -10 Celsius, so delightfully comfortable you'll forget it even exists. Property of Xenoworks must be returned termination of employment. Can be purchased from the company for 1 credit. Accounting reason. Okay. We've got our Golol scanner, my favorite tool from the game, because it tells us everything about the flora and the animals and the world. The essential science and survival tool. The scanner can be used to add new blueprints to memory and analyze unknown entities. It emits electromagnetic radiation in the specified direction, which is reflected by the environment and then analyzed to determine the physical makeup of the targeted object. It has 4 primary functions. Blueprint acquisition, record the physical parameters of scan technologies to add their blueprints to the PDA databank. These blueprints may then be constructed at the appropriate fabricator. The scanner is also equipped to break down damaged and otherwise useless devices into their base metals for salvage purposes. Organism analysis. The scanner will attempt to match scanned organisms against the onboard database. If no match is found, then the species will be assigned an easy-to-remember name and a new databank entry will be created. Your PDA's AI will also attempt to synthesize theories on behavioral tendencies and evolutionary origins where possible, which it did a really good job at in the first game, as well as deliver assessments on how best to approach them. The Altera Spectroscope Scanner, understanding the world so you don't have to. Well then why does it say 4 primary functions? If there's only 2 here, what's the other 2? We have the repair tool. The repair tool can be targeted at any common device, control panels, habitat modules, radios, etc. to stitch wires and seams back together at the atomic level. All good technicians keep one of these under their pillow. Most people don't care why it works, just that it saved their life that one time. But in case you're curious, it combines scanner and fabricator technologies to determine the proper specifications for the targeted object and then rearranges the available physical material to match the original specs. The Altera Repair Tool, get your fix. And we already have some habitat installations. This is a lot of reading already. I wish they put a bit of music in the databank. I usually add it myself in editing, but... Fabrication technology is the power to rearrange matter at the atomic level. It was the catalyst behind the Great Expansion and remains the backbone of the modern world. Fabricators come in all shapes and sizes, but the most common are small enough to be wall-mounted and are used for everything from constructing everyday implements to cooking dinner. It is common today for households to keep a store of generic base materials on hand for any eventuality. The Habitat Builder, the Altera handheld Habitat Builder, has been an essential tool for xenoscientists, colonists, and emergency relief crews across 11 different transgovs for more than 50 years. Habitat modules are hermetically sealed from the outside environment, built on land, underwater, or in a vacuum. Habitats can be enhanced to become long-term homes, remote research stations, defensive outposts, and more. Quick start guide. Select the basic compartment for the builder menu, place it somewhere opportune, add a hatch to access the compartment, build a solar panel to power the habitat's oxygen generator, construct useful interior modules like radios, rechargers, and storage solutions, primary habitat systems like oxygen generation and flood control, as well as modules like the fabricator draw power and will not function without it. Additional compartments reduce overall hull integrity depending on the external pressure. Quick build habitats, a home far, far away from home. Solar panels, of course. Solar power is the most prevalent power source in the galaxy, and so it is no accident that the standard solar panel is the default means of powering a habitat. A power source is a requirement of habitat oxygen generators and other onboard modules, provides limited power for small outposts and survival habitats, may be mounted on or near the habitat itself, or placed remotely and connected via power transmitters. Power rate relative to sunlight exposure. And we also have some vehicles. The Mobile Vehicle Bay is a deployable station equipped with fabrication drones designed to construct small research and exploration vehicles from raw materials. It is a common tool in almost all industrial, scientific, and colonization operations. And our trusty Sea Glide. The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device designed for use in oceanic environments, capable of speeds up to 36 kilometers per hour in standing water, displays basic topographical data for aid in charting cave systems, replaceable battery, keep fingers clear of propeller. Yes, of course. The Sea Glide, anything that moves faster underwater is probably trying to eat you. That for sure. Alright, so it sounds like we already have the blueprints for some basic stuff. We also have a vague idea of what we're doing on the planet. We have a drop pod, let's put that in blue. And let's save, sure.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
What is that? Hello? Oh, it's like a plant on the wall. I thought it was... Okay. Am I trying to get to this thing? Looks like at least the meteor shower has stopped. I was so distracted by this thing that I didn't really hear what she said. Did she say... I should find a way into the water, get to the drop pod, right? Yes. That was my plan as well. Good old 4546B ocean. We meet again. And already I'm hearing sounds I'm not too happy about. It's so nice to see you again, Poopfish.
New creature discovered.
Alright, but I need to scan it before it actually... Oh, I didn't mean to eat that! Shit! So, whoa, what is that? That looks organic.
Oxygen.
Right, freaking oxygen. I hear some roaring. This is way too early in the game to have some roaring. Give me time to get my bearings, come on. I hear something very large. Some peepers! Yay, they all glow. Why do they glow? Okay, I think they glow because it's a new thing. Or do they glow because... Huh. Yeah, all the fish glow. Huh. Why do you all glow? Alright, let's just start by getting to the... Let's just start by getting to the pod and we can think later. Ugh. It is foggy as hell up here. Might as well stay underwater, at least we can see a little better down here. What's with all these growths there? That looks like clearly organic? That's strange. I guess there's gonna be a whole new mystery on the planet this time, right? Alright, there's our base. Oh. I'm sorry about your sister. We're actually hearing our protagonist speak this time, which I think in the first game you never hear Riley speak, right? Who was a silent protagonist, if I remember right. I can still hear the same sounds. It's so weird to be back here after all this time. So we have storage. Okay.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
Am I crazy, or is this the voice of Ashley from Mass Effect? I'm like 90% sure it's Ashley, which is great. I loved Ashley in Mass Effect. She's a great voice actress also. So we've got our fabricator, and we have storage, and that's it. Oh. Hope the radio tower is as easy to spot as Lil said. Who's Lil? Okay, so Robin, that's who we are. So, Mrs. IU. So, Robin IU is our name, okay. And so our sister is Samantha IU, okay. So we get a bunch of new messages, let's see. I'm sorry about your sister.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B.
They were here.
When we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha IU I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
Alright, Lillian Bench, I guess that's our friend. She was also working for Altera, I guess. So, what I've heard about Below Zero, which I really wish this game was called Subnautica Sub-Zero. Like, isn't that such a cooler name? Why not just call it Subnautica Sub-Zero? What I've heard about this game is that it's a little bit different from the first game. The impression I've got was that it's a little bit more narrative focused instead of like exploration survival focused, which doesn't really bother me because like I do enjoy the narrative aspect also. The first game was very good at like environmental storytelling and like getting the story from like reading logs and just scanning the environment, and like that's a lot of fun too. But I guess this one might have like a little bit more dialogue and maybe it's a little bit more linear. I guess we'll find out. But if so, that doesn't necessarily bother me. I mean, it makes it a different kind of experience, but I wouldn't expect them to just do the same thing again twice. But I guess maybe some people like really enjoyed the survival aspect more, and so they wanted more of that. I'm not sure. Sam message 1.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B.
Oh, you'll love it.
Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Alterra, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy.
Of course.
I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away?
Augie?
I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Oh, potato. Listen, I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little oxtrabite. I'll leave the starchy tubers nicknames to you.
An oxtrabite?
Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
So she was working on something called the mechanical avian amphibian, which I assume is like some kind of vehicle, maybe? And she was working for Alterra.
4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Alterra is not, as you put it, alterrorizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date.
Why not?
Let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway,
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though.
So I'm working for
I know
XenoWorks.
there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you.
So she's our older sister. We are working for XenoWorks, which is an alien intelligence startup. What does that mean? Like trying to contact aliens, or... Because we've met intelligent life forms on 4546B, like the Sea Empress. Was that the name? I mean, we found ruins and like logs from older aliens on the planet also. Like whatever built the defense system, which I forgot the name. So instead of mechanical avian amphibian, it's spy penguin. So it's some kind of little robot to spy, to study like the fauna? This thing? I guess it's made to look like the penguins we saw on the title screen.
Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky potato. Hey, the nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it. I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Alterra is just like nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead, bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job. My safety.
No laughing matter.
I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. I guess you're one of us now. Like it or not.
For now.
Welcome to the Alterra family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize.
So one of my penguins found something big, but Alterra is like nothing to see here. I mean, no shortage of big things on 4546B. A lot of massive creatures on there, a lot of massive structures also. But like, because they've started settling the planet, like did they start settling after they got the reports from Riley? After the first game? Like they got a bunch of information about the planet and so they started like settling it, or like at least having some stations there for people to like study the planet. I don't really know. Altera does seem like pretty shady. It's like this mega corporation, right? So, of course.
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there.
Okay.
Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry.
So is it cold on the whole planet right now? Like because of the season? Maybe it's at a point like in its orbit around their sun where like it's really cold on the planet? Or is it just because of this region, like the frozen continent that we're on? Which I kind of assumed that's what it was, like going to Antarctica, you know? It's always gonna be cold there. But maybe the whole planet has cooled down for some reason, I don't know.
Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. The cat should be called Potato.
Oh, it is a
I
cat.
admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments.
Of course.
A whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course.
Of course.
What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Yes, so you said right here. Oh man, so they found a leviathan infected with Kara. Did we like obliterate Kara at the end of the first game, or did we only like kind of... Yeah, the whole planet was infected, including O'Reilly. And then we used the enzymes from the Sea Empress to kind of like spread out like the counter, like just the cure, I guess. Like it was being spread by the peepers, right? Going through like the whole system that we discovered. And so I had a feeling that like most of the planet was kind of getting healed. So this Leviathan, because it's frozen, it would still have Kara in it. I really wonder how much later this is after Subnautica. Maybe by then, like the whole planet had been cleared of Kara, and now like they're finding this one kind of bacteria in the frozen Leviathan, and they're going all Weyland-Yutani. They're like, oh, we have to use it, you know, to make money and weapons and, you know, classic corporation behavior. All right, so that was a lot of information. Okay, I think things are just highlighted in yellow when you can like pick them up. So that's why the fish were yellow. So what can we make? A locker, titanium fiber mesh. It's all mostly the same things. What I really want is a scanner. For that we need a battery. Flashlight, sure. Survival knife. Flare, we're good on that. A standard tank would be nice. I need all of these. I need all of that stuff. So I'm just gonna pin everything. Yep. Didn't mean to click that, but that's okay. Cured food. Creepvine seed cluster, creepvine samples. Yes, same as before. Copper wire battery. Now we need a ribbon plant. That's new. Everything else is still mostly the same. Okay. So I guess let's start by just going out and gathering some stuff. Well, the peepers are still very fast. Bullseye shroom. As usual, I'm gonna stay mostly around like the starting area at first, and we're gonna be...
Should be able to use this.
Yes. I can see why people would be maybe divided on like having more voiceovers in this one. But people tend to not like change in general, you know? Like if things were done a certain way in the first game, then people want it to be the same in the sequel, but I think having your protagonist talk more is nice. Oh, it's raining. I'm not saying people didn't like that aspect specifically. I just mean change in general, you know? I think it's nice to try some new things. Plus, you can always go back to the original, you know? If you don't like the new things. I mean, having the items glow like this, it certainly makes it easier to spot them. It might actually be like a... It might be a setting, like an accessibility setting. Oh yeah, it's because I have a highlight interactable. I think I'm gonna keep it on. It makes it very easy to spot items, so why not? Right, I have to remember I don't have a lot of oxygen. Because we're only at the very beginning. Well, we have some food if we need it. 75. We have some water if we need it. So where are those creep vines? Or like just these vines? What's with all these growths? That's what I want to know. Because that really looks organic. Oh. Oh, hello.
Oxygen.
Is that what I think it is? It looks like the... What are they called? The things that would like the warpers? I mean, it doesn't look hostile. If we're not infected, technically it shouldn't attack us, right? That's how it was in the first one. Like they would attack you if you were infected because they were trying to like clear the infection from the planet. I will say it's very nice to jump into this one and like know a little bit more about the mechanics and the lore. So I don't feel completely lost, you know? Okay, let's see. Ooh.
I was a little nervous about dropping into an unknown area, but luckily, this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Byzantos 5. When Xenoworks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope. I am still kind of proud of that, though.
I kind of love that because it just feels like I'm listening to Ashley from Mass Effect, like talking about her adventures. I mean, I know it's a different character, but it's kind of nice. It's nice because I feel like I already know her, you know? Alright, so what can we make? We can't really make anything so far. I can make a copper wire, which I don't... Sure, let's make one. The glass I will need for this. So I need these ribbon plants. I haven't really seen anything that looks like a ribbon plant. Can put that there. A ribbon plant. What is a ribbon plant? Oh, there we go.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
I'm gonna need a lot of those. They seem kind of hidden. They were like inside a little cavern. already miss having a scanner. Can I get a scanner again, please? Titanium. Yeah, I need to prioritize making that O2 tank. Need to prioritize getting my O2 tank so I can explore a little bit longer. Ooh. A graph trap fragment. I need my scanner for that. Whoa, we got a lot of stuff down here. Ooh. Look at that. Bunch of stuff. No plants though. Ooh. Oh no, the crash fish. I didn't miss those. Did not miss those. Yeah, these plants are kind of rare. Got some creep vine, but I would need...
Oxygen.
At least we did drop in a pretty peaceful area, it seems. We still got this beautiful skybox with the multiple moons. Whoa, that's a very intense storm. Damn. Yeah, we still got the moon and like what I assume is a planet. I can't actually remember. Right, what can we make? Can make a locker. Can make one battery. I guess I should make the scanner first. Yeah, let's make the scanner first. Because the scanner is the best tool, is the most important tool.
All right, I have a scanner.
I definitely need it.
In goes a battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
So you can definitely understand why she would... Wait, hoopfish? Yeah, you can definitely understand why she would think there's been foul play with the death of her sister, because like she was sending her these worrying messages and then Altera is like, oh, she just died in an accident and we don't know anything about it. So it's like, of course she would want to come here and investigate. She's probably not even dead. Who knows? Hoopfish. Small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion and a distant relative of the bladderfish. Rather than swimming, this lifeform uses the fine green antennae which encircle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low-density space created. Very creative. Purple-green coloration may be a camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicating the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. These sound very familiar. Is this the exact same description as before? They may have like small changes. While schools of hoopfish will form periodically and evade predators en masse, this behavior is more social than it is defensive, and lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Bladderfish. The peafish. Come over here. And the peeper.
New creature discovered.
Oh, an Arctic peeper. Got a special boy here. Come over here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. There we go.
New creature discovered. Oxygen.
Right. Freaking oxygen. Okay, I need Good old Subnautica. It's always like, oh wait, I need this, and then oh wait, I need this to make this. So we need creepvine seed clusters, and then with that I can make the knife. With the knife I can get the other vines. So let's look for the seed clusters. I mean, I see the vines here. I don't see any clusters though. Got creepvines. Oh, there's some clusters there. A boomerang fish. This one ran away. Too fast for me. Wait, can I not just pick it up? Oh, there we go.
Oxygen.
Oh, you can get a
New
bunch.
blueprint
Nice.
synthesized.
Hurry up. Oof. Damn boomerang. Just taunting me. I can scan the creepvine. There we go. With this I can make my knife. Ah, we got these again. Oh wait, no. I thought it was the cute ones. The rabbit rays, but it's actually one of these. Yeah, what are those? A sea monkey.
Oxygen.
He stole my
Some of the
scanner.
wildlife down here is very grabby.
He stole my fucking scanner. Aw, you... And I'm running out of... Ooh. Y'all were very generous with me. Wait, so I just lost it? Oh, son of a bitch. Wait, there he is. Oh, you better give that back. You little shit. Give me that. Oh shit. You little shit. Alright, I forgive you because you're kind of cute, but don't steal my stuff again. Do not steal my stuff. God, I really need an oxygen tank. I keep running out of air. Man, I hear a lot of roaring in this general direction. Wonder what's over there. Alright, so... silicone rubber. Then let's make a knife. It's a knife! Good. Could use an air bladder, sure. That's always kind of useful.
If you are tired of hearing the word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
I had a lot of people say that they never really used the air bladder, but I found it pretty useful in the first game. So we have our knife. We've got this can go here. I can make some pins. Nice. So we can unpin that. We can unpin that and that. Translate vertical limb movements underwater into forward thrust. Enhance swim speed by approximately 15%. And let's read some of the new animal logs we have. Mischievous monkeys. Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they're after my supplies. The sea monkey, look at that. It had like a bit of a similar shape to the warpers. So I thought maybe it was a predator, but no, it's just like a little monkey dolphin kind of thing. A medium-sized and intelligent herbivore which shows great interest in other life forms and their possessions. More research is needed to understand this life form and its behavior. Two finger-like appendages on each forearm are tipped with suction pads for basic object manipulation and theft. Another typo there. Its large turquoise crest is made of rigid bone, is possibly used as a ram, although this has not been observed. Sea monkeys roam the ocean almost playfully, largely fearless of predators. Good for them. Seen to form small nests where they hoard objects of interest for unknown purposes. So we might find like a nest, a monkey nest where we could find some good items. Investigate with caution. The Arctic peeper with its giant eye. A fast prey fish camouflaged against the ice. Like the common peeper, it is fast and relatively intelligent, allowing it to survive in large numbers. Researcher notes don't like the auto-generated name. Suggest ice clops. Ice clops? I don't know, peeper is a cute name. Bladderfish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. Semi-permeable bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage, which isn't so much a defense mechanism as just like its state of being. Assessment edible. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. Membrane has applications as a natural water filter. We've got the boomerang. A lot of creatures that have like their face kind of like upside down or like sideways. A herbivore encountered in large numbers, found to frequent shallow waters and move in schools. Serrated teeth suggest adaptation for grinding corals other herbivores are unable to digest. Twin fins. Unusually, this species' two fins are a cartilaginous extension of its skeleton. They are less prone to damage and provide superior propulsion, but are also harder to grow back. Yeah, that's true. The bright blue tips are in fact the ends of its digestive tract, where the luminescence of the corals it consumes is most focused. Most active during daylight hours and prone to flee on approach, the boomerang can more easily be observed at night when its luminescence gives it away and it seeks the shelter of the seabed. Assessment edible. And then the creepvine, a kelp species concentrated in large forests and shallow sandy waters. Loose roots. This thing again. I've got roots, loose roots. Come on and check my roots. Anchor the plant to the seafloor from where it grows steadily toward the surface in pursuit of sunlight. The stem is fibrous and rich in iron, making it both a viable base material for fabrication of textiles as well as basic foodstuff. Why do you call it foodstuff and not just food? Assessment: vital alien resource, edible, construction applications. It's really funny to imagine like being able to eat the stuff that also builds your environment. So it's like you make a table, but you can also like just eat the table if you're hungry. It's kind of handy, I guess. Creepvine seeds. Mature creepvine plants that have survived the predation of small herbivores produce these bioluminescent seed clusters, which may be knocked loose by currents or consumed and later deposited by predators. The embryo is surrounded by a thick oil and silicone layer, which would disperse into the ground as the outer skin deteriorated. This may provide the seedling with the nutrients it needs to survive the low light conditions on the seabed. A vital alien resource. Alright. So, what else we got? We need the flashlight. We need the O2 tank. Can I make the fiber mesh? No, right, I needed the knife for that. Like the little animation when you get a new tool. Alright, let's go grab some of this. So I can finally make a tank. I feel like I'm gonna get comments saying that like highlighting the interactables is cheating. Don't come and grab my knife. Don't do it.
Synthesized.
If you grab my knife, I might have to slice you. Don't do it. Inventory full. Oh yeah, these take a lot of space. Oh, I'm gonna eat that and drink that.
Oxygen.
Let's use the ascend. There we go. I need to store some of these flares in storage because I have way too many. Shelf coral. And also this twisted mandrake. And there's a lot of sounds around. It's because there are storms going on. You never had storms in the first game, right? So this is new. Pink narrow leaf. Anything else? Bullseye-ish room. A lot of things to scan at the very beginning. We're gonna spend most of this first episode just like reading data log entry. Limestone chunk. Right, you can't scan that though. Interestingly, this spot does not float on the surface. It's actually like landed at the bottom. Does this thing also have like the solar powered cells? Because it says it's at 94. I wonder. Alright, so fiber mesh. And then please make the standard O2 tank.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank. The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
VIP breathing, okay. Thanks for that. I should crystalline sulfur. That's like a really late item in the first game. I mean, I'm gonna need that at some point, sure. Let's cook these. Although, right, they start like rotting if you cook them, right? So you're almost better off not cooking them until you're actually hungry. Also, I'm noticing a new meter in this game. We have your health, of course, food, water, oxygen, and then also temperature, because of course, right, sub-zero, so we're gonna have to deal with temperature in this one. And I think, you know, when you go in the water, it kind of like switches these two meters, which is handy. So let's see. Let's store all of these damn flares. Don't need so many flares, just one will do. I actually didn't mean to, I guess I'll drop it outside. We've got some new blueprints, floating air pump, the pipes, the repair tool, of course. Limestone outcrop. These unusual geological structures often form around titanium and copper deposits and are distinct to this planet. Closer analysis reveals that stone around the metal has been hardened against erosion, but the mechanism remains unknown. Bullseye shroom. That's a new one. Bullseye shrooms are harvestable fungi found growing near coral bridges. The mushrooms are noteworthy for their thick, meaty caps. These caps manage to produce a small amount of chlorophyll, which makes it capable of some photosynthesis, but the mushroom still gets most of its nutrients from dead matter in the seafloor. Harvestable and plantable. Pink narrowleaf. This grass-like species grows in small clusters near coral bridges. And that's it. There's nothing else interesting about this plant. Shelf coral. A type of stony coral commonly found glowing along rocky ledges. Stony corals have hardened biocomposite exoskeletons. The coral's polyps continuously grow upward and outwards in thin layers, creating the grooved shelf appearance. And the twisted mandrake. It grows in temperate coral zones. Its leafy canopy photosynthesizes sunlight while providing shade to the bulbous structure underneath. And we got the air pumps. Can be used to pipe breathable air to a remote location. The base-attached air pump can be built at a compatible habitat and will source oxygen directly from the habitat's oxygen generator. The floating air pump must have access to breathable air and be floating on the water's surface. Pumps must be connected to a pipe chain to function. I never ended up using this in the first game. I don't know if I was like missing out or... might need to go get some bladderfish. So I'm gonna need some crystalline sulfur. We're gonna need a wiring kit also. And then with the copper wire we can make a compass so we can better know where we are, where we're going. This one I can unpin. And then the flashlight. Alright, well now we can explore a little bit more, right? So let's see. Yeah, when you go out in the water, your O2 meter is at the bottom, but then when you're out of the water, it's your temperature. Yeah, I just love scanning stuff. That was like my favorite part of the first game. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, this is the oxygen plant, right? These are nice. These should have been in the first one. Replenish oxygen. And then I guess it takes them like a little bit of time before they're full again. How deep can we go with our basic diving suit? Oh, what is this there? Table coral, really? Oh yeah, because I was seeing it from the top, it just looked like a spike, you know?
Warning, passing 100
okay.
meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Right, 100 meter it is. We got our first predator, I think, over there. Look at you. Uh-oh, we're getting unknown messages again. Wait, no, this is Morse code. This is from someone. This is probably from my sister. If she's on the planet, she's trying to communicate.
Sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Ow. You bastard. I'm just trying to scan you. Alright, bye. Bye. Bye.
Oxygen.
Try and get me now, bitch. Oh, it actually did. Okay. You're much faster than I thought. Sorry I called you a bitch. I'm sorry. But I did scan you. Alright, I feel like the highlighting thing might get like a little... It might be a little much. Like, it might be actually a little distracting, so I'm going to turn it off, actually. I can spot items. If you watch my playthrough of the first game, you're gonna be like, really? You can spot items? How many times did I swim like right past some freaking silver or like something or other? I don't have the best perception when I'm recording a game on the channel. I tend to be like a little laser focused on one thing and then I miss a bunch of other things. But that's just how it is. You're just gonna have to deal with it. So yeah, that hurt. And I don't have a med kit, unfortunately. Need to find myself some bladderfish so I can get more water. And then how can I make a med kit? Oh, some fiber mesh. That's easy. I can just go and grab some plants.
Oxygen.
Love that. Just like zoom all the way up to the top. Oh, yeah, yeah. Please tell me what this is. A coral bridge. Okay, so it is just coral. Okay. I guess that makes sense. It's not quite as mysterious as I thought. I thought maybe they were like petrified tentacles or so. Oh, hello. Don't steal. Do not steal from me. Can it steal from you if you're not holding a tool? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Can I like pet it? Can you pet the sea monkey? Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. Can get violet bow. Violet bow. Quartz. Need more of these plants. Yeah,
Warning.
the ribbon plants.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I forgot how little... Ah, shit, I'm full. Hang on. Let's drop some of this. I forgot how little oxygen you start with in this game. It's so... It's a little bit aggravating, but we're gonna deal with it.
Oxygen.
I love that thing. It's so handy. I don't know how anyone could play this game and not use that. It's so useful. So we got a distress signal at 200.
Picked up what sounds like a distress call. Who or what is out here calling for help? It didn't sound human. Maybe it's from a remnant of architect technology.
So they know about that.
In her message, Sam's colleague did say there was something important here. Even if it's just a mimic from one of the more intelligent aquatic specimens, that could be a major find.
Yeah, true.
Or if it's from Altera, it could have bearing on what happened to Sam.
Yeah.
I should definitely check it out.
So, like, did they find the body? Do we have proof that she's dead? I'm not actually sure. You will receive contact from the department concerning responsibilities. They said nothing about the body. So I feel like she's not dead. She's probably just like disappeared and she's somewhere on the planet right now. So that message we got might be from her. Because if they'd said like, oh, you can come and get the body at this address or whatever, then I would say, okay, she's probably just dead and they're hiding the reason. But here I feel like she's just alive. Probably. So let's see. We're gonna make some water. Some fiber mesh to make some first aid kits. I feel like we're gonna need those. And then I need a new battery for the flashlight. And copper wire. I still need some silver. Let's make a first aid kit. And let's make the flashlight also. Also, damn, 5 slots only. In the first game, I'd modded it to have 2 extra slots because I felt like 5 is so little for a survival game. Like, you have so many tools at your disposal, and like, so I didn't want to go overboard. I'd modded it to have like just 2 extra tools. And even just for those 2 little extra slots, I did get some like negative comments saying like, you're cheating. The game is made for only 5 slots. And like, I get it. I get that it's the developer's intent, but like, it was just like a little, just tiny little bit of help just for convenience, you know, a little quality of life. So you don't have to always just be trading like what tool you have equipped. I guess for now I'm going to keep it at 5. But if it becomes like way too much of a hassle, because like think of any other survival game like Minecraft or like Valheim or like, you always get like 10 at least. So I feel like 5 is like so little, but I guess we're gonna try and deal with it for now. And I can't promise I won't eventually get some more, but I'm going to try and stick to just the 5. So let's drink some water. First aid kit is plus 50. I'm only at 61. I can wait a little bit more before using it. We can unpin that. Need more copper, need more silver. Let's go look for those. even though it's nighttime. Also, there was a fragment piece at the bottom, but I can't really remember where it was now. Oh, it says chance of copper. Interesting. Oh, because I have it pinned. They know you need copper, so it says chance of copper. Interesting. Maybe? Maybe it's because I have it pinned. I'm not sure, actually. Well, that's plenty of copper. That's plenty of bladder. Ribbon plant.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Galena outcrop. Huh. Yoo! More copper. Need to get that sea glide also, so we can be a little faster. Okay, where was that like fragment at the bottom that I saw earlier? Man, there's a lot of sounds in the ocean. Can't find that fragment. I can't remember where it was.
Oxygen.
Man, it's cold up here, and this water must be so cold. Oh wait, there it is. It's a sea glide fragment, right? Yeah, it is. Nice! 1 out of 3. Okay. We'll have to venture out a bit. I haven't found any silver. Still just have the 1 silver. We're gonna need to venture out a little bit more. Let's release that thing. The locker. Yoop. There you go. And oh, shit. Alright, let's put some titanium in there. The lead I don't need right now. The quartz neither. Bunch of that. This has rotten. Because that's good for now. I need to make some space. Need to make some space. Oh. Make some water. Always thirsty at the beginning of this game. Eventually it doesn't become that much of a problem, but like at the beginning, it's a bit of a hassle. That's okay. Can make another one of these just to clear out some space in the inventory. Can make another battery too. I'm sure we're gonna need it. This creature makes the funniest sound. Okay, so I can't make a habitat builder yet. It took a while in the first game before I could actually build my habitat, but like once you start making it, it's really fun. Even though I didn't delve into it that much, like the base I made was pretty basic. I did like one basic base on the surface near my pod, and then like one near the depths, which was pretty cool. But I didn't make like a huge construction, you know? I'm sure there are some people who do like these massive things, like these very complex structures. I never really did that. I just kind of stuck to the bare minimum. But I still had fun with it. So, yeah, we're pretty much just looking for silver at this point, and then just any fragments we may find. And it's morning also. I guess we could like... There is land nearby. We could go back to where we crashed. Penguins! Let's go check out the penguins. Yeah, we could explore the on the surface, on land. What is making this sound? I'm gonna assume it's the shark making these roars. Look at this guy. A penguin. Wow, very original, guys. Very original. What's up, guys? Aw, look at them. They're adorable. Are these your droppings? And you get a little baby. Wait, you can pick them up? Oh, it's a penguin. Because I guess it's smaller. Little baby. Look at this guy. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. I didn't mean to hurt it. I just wanted to pet it. Don't attack me, please. Okay, they are very protective of their young. And really, can you blame them? It's understandable. I swear I just wanted to pet it. I wasn't gonna hurt it.
Weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Yeah, it's getting cold out here, huh? Apologies. I've made an enemy of these penguins. Chance of copper. What I want is a chance of silver, y'all. Redworth. Redworth. Okay. Chance of lead. How about chance of silver, huh? How about that? Scaly maw anemone. Look at this thing. Huh. So we've got quite a lot of platforms, but they're all like ice, of course. So it's only cold on the surface, but it's not actually cold when you go in the water, which is like interesting. You would think it would be as cold, if not more, in the water. Right? But it's not. Guess that's good for me. Still just looking for silver. Just some lead. Which ones give the silver again? It's not the lime outcrops. It's not the galena outcrops. Titanium. It's a mysterious third kind.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
Oh, how about that? That's good. Oh, look at this big boy. Check out this big boy over here. Look at you. A Titan holefish. What? What are you? A brine wing? Are you sucking on it? What are you doing? Brine wing, huh? Oh, whoa, it's freezing me. It froze me. Can I get out of this? Can I do anything about that? Damn, that's dangerous. Alright. I'll note to stay clear of these. What about these little fish around you? What are these? Oh, they're so fast. Symbiote. What is this, Spider-Man? Come over here. It's like, oh no, let me go, let me go. Oh, it actually got free. I didn't even know they could do that. Come over here. Oh, you can't.
New creature discovered.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Huh. Interesting. Do not free. Oh. Well, that's annoying. I can't even open my... Do I, like, unfreeze faster if I do this? I don't even know. Just feel like something I should do. Ouch. Ouch. I can't even open my data thing. when I'm frozen. What is this? Oh, it's a creature egg. Huh. Interesting. Might be a penguin egg? Because it's like attached to the ice? I don't know. We've got a supply cache, you say? Little monkey man? Are these eggs also? They are. Huh. Alright, no predators around here, are there? Doesn't seem like it.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Got a bunch of items. Let me just, Oh, I stole it! I'll bring you back in a second. That's why they attacked me, it's because I still have him. I'm so sorry. A young penguin. I'll take you back to your family in a second. I swear I didn't mean to kidnap you. Ah, shit, I dropped it. Alright, there we go. And drink some water. And eat some food. I don't have cooked food. Okay, that's okay. I need to bring this penguin back to his family. I didn't mean to kidnap him. Got a PDA.
Oxygen.
Don't take my scanner. A mineral detector. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot the oxygen. Man, I saved a long time ago too. I went to 5 because I wanted to get my air bladder to go back to the surface, but instead it was the penguin, and then I was so surprised that I had the penguin that I forgot about the oxygen. So am I just dead? What's happening? Oh no, right, when you die you can go back and get your items. If I can respawn, I guess it's loading right now. Did the game just crash? What's happening? Save? Maybe I shouldn't have saved. I think the game just bugged out. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't have saved. Oh no, did I like make a bad save? Please tell me I didn't save while it was like bugged out and now I have to start over from the beginning. Okay, no, I saved as I was dying. So it's going to respawn me. Okay, I lost my belongings, but you don't lose your data entries, right? Okay, that's fine. I can go back there. Oh, I lost the penguin. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. You can just go back to you can just go back to his people. Shit. Okay, let's just go back there. I think you can pick up everything you lose when you die, right? Like it just shows up where you died? I hope so, at least. And I hope it kept everything that I'd scanned, because I scanned a bunch of things. Ooh, there's a fragment right there. Hello. I can't believe I accidentally kidnapped a penguin. They're gonna put me on a watch list. I would like to report a bug, but don't worry about it. Do I still have my... Yes, I have it. Let me put that on 5 and not forget. I need that mod that like puts a number on the things at the bottom.
Oxygen.
Yep. Won't forget this time. I wonder if this one is also like auto-generated like the first one was. So here we got some lead. Alright, where's all the things I lost? Did they fall down there? There's my eggs. Alright, just so I can see my things, let me just turn that back on. Train block. What about the penguin? What about that fish? That red fish? I guess all the fish I had on me, they just escaped, right? Because I dropped them. Oh. Okay. I guess that's fair. Bunch of nutrient blocks.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Man, I just got here. The beginning of this game is brutal. Survival-wise, like, you have so little oxygen. You need to always go back to the surface. Beacon.
Use beacons to mark traverse territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA. Now with surface support.
Okay. Anything in the big box? Nothing? Like stick fragment. I wanted to bring the penguin back to his family, but I guess he found his way back there by himself. That's fine.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Well, as long as I'm underwater, it should be fine. Let's turn that off. Are these all gonna be just nutrient blocks? Mostly. Getting a little bit deeper. The fucking crash fish. Let's hope it doesn't attack me. Oh, could have Argentine. Oh crap. It's gonna attack me, that's fine. I'm just gonna take the hit.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yep. What is this? A radiant sieve coral. Can I pick that up? Oh, sea monkey. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here. Shit, but I need to go back to the fucking surface.
Oxygen.
Yes, I know. Oh wait, I can use this to replenish, but no, let's just use it to get those first. Alright, let me... I'm getting sidetracked here. Let me eat one of these. Good. Drink some water. And let's go back there at the bottom. There was a nest with a bunch of stuff in it. Definitely want to check that out. Don't need that. It's not that dark. Oh, right, we might get some sulfur. I remember the damn sulfur. And might as well scan the sulfur plant. There we go. And then what was in the nest? Bunch of stuff. Mobile vehicle bay fragment, nice. Chance of copper. Is that all you guys had? Oh, this is fun. That's like a nice little way to... Oh, there was one of these right here. I could have just used that. I'm stupid. Stupid. Give me silver, please. Ah, there we go. Nice. More mobile vehicle bay. Chance of copper. I love these little sea monkeys. They're so nice. Calaverite outcrop. Oh, oh, chance of gold, right?
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Right. Need to use these oxygen plants. It's so nice of them. Can't scan these. Root pustule. Ooh. My favorite word again. Pustule. Cutter fragment. Nice. Finding a lot of stuff. Hey, mobile vehicle bay fragment. That should be the last one. Yes.
Warning. 30 seconds
All right. Yeah,
of
I need to get out of here.
remaining.
Ow. Oh god, they're gonna kill me. I'd better get out of here. I had better get out of here before I get killed by these damn crash fish. And ooh, grav trap. Eee.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Damn, I found so much stuff down there. Nice. Yeah, let's get back to surface. There's a storm going on outside. Alright, well, with that said, let's slowly go back to base. There's a bunch more stuff I can make now, and we have a lot of reading to do also. I feel like things are gonna go a little bit faster in this one. I think it's probably shorter than the original Subnautica. Yeah, I have so much reading to do. Alright, so first of all, let's use a first aid kit. Alright, that's done. Now, what else can we make now? Titanium ingots. Power cells. Oh, the sulfur, right. Wait, is that what crystalline sulfur looked like in the first game? I think I was confused by the yellow icon that looks like one of these things you find like much later in the first game. I don't remember what it's called. You need to go into depths for it. But okay, I just needed the sulfur. Okay. Well, then I can make that. A mineral detector. That's new. Proximity detector used to locate materials, fragments, and other items with identifiable signatures. Is that like a portable thing? Let's craft it. Sure. That sounds very useful.
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
That's for sure. And we can still make the repair tool. Nice. Damn, everything's coming up, Luke. Alright, so a mobile vehicle bay. Ooh, we can make the sea glide. Alright, let's spin that for sure. Let's spin that. Grav trap, we don't have the ingredients. Alright, so titanium ingot. Battery, lubricant, copper wire. Sure. So now I have the repair tool, right? So I can unpin that. We can make the wiring kit. But I've already used the copper wire. I'm gonna need more copper. Mineral detector. Proximity detector used to locate materials. Interesting. So like... Select next. Oh. Interesting, so it's like a miniature version of the scanner. Oh, that's really nice. That's definitely gonna make things like much faster. Copper ore. Oh, but it uses power even if you're like not, as long as you have it out. Okay, so you want to be a little conservative with that, I guess. I do have one copper wire in storage. Good for me. So now I can make the compass. Yes. There we go. Now we have a direction up there. And no crashed Aurora in this game, so no fear of like radiation or some explosion at any point. So that's nice. Okay, so we can unpin that. We can unpin that. Can unpin that. Computer chip. Lubricant, titanium ingot. And then battery. These shouldn't be too hard to make. Oh, look at that, a sea truck. That's new. That's not the sea moth. Looks very similar to the sea moth, but I guess it's not exactly the same. All right, we have a lot of reading to do, so get ready. Oh, we got a recorded conversation between Samantha Ayu and Fred Lachance.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
I mean, it is an alien.
Alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
Of course. So Fred is the guy that found the frozen creature? Or is it just that he knew about it? No, he called it in, so he's the one that discovered it. Okay. Argentite outcrop, a mineral deposit that contains silver and titanium, gold and titanium. Sulfur is a highly reactive non-metallic element. Non-metallic? Okay. Usually found in abundance underground. Common applications include production of acidic compounds and combustibles, essential for advanced fabrication. Contains lead and titanium. And a whole bunch of creatures. Table coral. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms filtering nutrients from the water. Growth patterns indicate the colonies are in direct competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating as it pumps nutrients to its extremities and only turning rigid when it senses physical assault. The jewel-like nodes in the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals the coral is unable to process, exploitable in computer chip fabrication. Got some alien eggs. Evidence suggests that a substantial number, if not all, of the local species reproduce through egg laying. Eggs can be found resting on the seafloor, buried beneath detritus, or even wedged into cracks in the rock. Different species likely favor different biomes as their nesting grounds. Eggs discovered in the wild are in some form of natural stasis, likely awaiting ideal conditions in which to hatch or the delivery of some vital enzyme, which will kickstart the process, just like the Sea Empress. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior, however, it may be possible to stimulate a hatching response if an egg is relocated to a suitable alien containment unit. Much more carnivore than I thought. The brinewing. A medium-sized predator known to spit super-cooled salt water to freeze its prey from afar. I mean, I can sort of believe that this would exist, but I don't think it would be like a strong enough effect to freeze a full person. Like, I could believe it if it just froze like tiny fish and then like it ate them, but whatever, it's a gameplay thing. A large bladder on the brinewing's underside fills with seawater as it swims. Some water is filtered out through an internal membrane, leaving behind a strong saline solution. Two flat, transparent, extendable fins act as radiators, releasing heat and cooling the bladder's contents. The brinewing can then contract its bladder, expelling the supercooled brine and freezing the seawater up to several meters away from... So it's pissing on me. That's what you're saying? It's pissing freezing seawater on me. Okay. While warm-blooded life forms may suffer minor injuries on contact with the brine, it is not cold enough to freeze most vertebrates. The real danger is being helplessly encased in a block of ice, sinking ever closer towards the brinewing's jaws. Beware a full bladder. Okay. So you guys know it's silly. The brute shark. Oh. Yeah, that looks pretty brutal. A common shark-like predator with low intelligence. You didn't have to do him like that. Its relatively streamlined body enables fast navigation of tight spaces. Yellow turquoise coloration provides camouflage in shallow waters. Slow moving. Is it slow moving? Because I escaped that one like with my air thing, and it followed me all the way to the surface almost instantly. It ambushes small fish from above. Minor threat. A pangling. So they're carnivores. Oh, let's read the full one first. Penguin. Bird-like creature hunts small fish. Oh yeah, I guess they are carnivores. Hunts small fish below the water, huddles in packs on the ice above. Consumes small prey fish and regurgitates them for its young. Retractable tail and claws allow for... Retractable? Like a cat. Allow for fast evasion of predators underwater and maximum grip on the ice. Sharp teeth concealed inside the beak can tear chunks out of aggressors and prey alike. Huddles in packs on the surface for protection against the cold. Less cuddly than they look. Yeah, that's the impression I got. And then young penguins tend to huddle on dry land awaiting their next meal. Consume almost exclusively fish regurgitated by the adults in the huddle. They stay to the center of the huddle to stay warm and out of the wind. If separated from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins. So please don't do this. Harmless. And a symbiote. A small, fast predator which nests inside the hull of the Titan holefish. Oh, okay. So that's why it's called a symbiote, because they live in symbiosis. Symbiotes feed mostly on overconfident predators which attack the Titan holefish. Expending huge energy reserves to move quickly and strike their targets, the symbiote is dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen from the Titan holefish. Symbiotes lay their eggs inside the gills of the holefish. The waste left behind is absorbed by the Titan, constituting all the nutrients it needs to survive. Catch or neutralize to approach the holefish. Okay. So we found their nest. Sea monkey nests are large bowl-like structures made of packed sediment and plant matter. The sea monkeys use their wide flat tails to pack the materials and form the structure of the nest. They are naturally curious creatures often drawn to metallic materials, which they gather to reinforce the sides of their nests, which is very good for us. And look at this thing. It looks so dumb. A large docile herbivore which emits oxygen as so you can sort of use it for its oxygen maybe, is defended by the small aggressive symbiotes which accompany them. Slow, stupid, and delicious. Well, now you really didn't have to do him like that. Complex gills line the inside of the hull, drawing cold water in and emitting warm, oxygen-rich water in its place. So if I put my face in the middle, I guess it would give me oxygen. Attracts symbiotes, which make the holefish their home and fiercely ward off any approaching life form. Migrates more or less at random, feeding from nutrients deposited by the symbiotes. The Titan holefish has evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. Valuable oxygen source, if you can reach it. Okay. A sulfur plant. These plants appear to serve as nests for the explosive organisms which guard them. The outer petals are undamaged by the presence of the inhabiting creature, suggesting a complex co-development. The plant has evolved to feed on nutrients and minerals deposited within it by the fish. Sulfuric deposits on the inner leaves provide an insight into the mechanism by which the creatures explode. Sulfur has applications in construction of the repair tool. And then coral bridge. Yeah, what are these? Coral bridges are formed by rapidly growing coral polyps that exhibit thigmotropism, which causes growth in response to stimuli or when touching a solid object. Coral bridges grow in thick, twisted patterns that anchor onto rocks or other coral. The underside is covered in colonies of blue barnacles. Yeah. And they kind of glow in the dark too. So the barnacles are not part of the bridge itself. Crescent moon coral. Oh yeah, they are shaped like a little moon. How cute. The crescent moon coral prefers to grow vertically, similar to a vine. The branching filaments connecting the crescent to the red stem contain tiny flagellum that pull in various microorganisms for nourishment. The kelp root. Contrary to its name, which you gave it, the visible aspect of the kelp root is a thick, twisted stem. The root system anchors deep into the rocky walls of the cave. Some kelp roots grow a pustule along that stem, which are formed by the plant slowly ejecting out toxic materials that are absorbed by the extensive root system. Harvestable for resources used in fabrication. Are they? Oxygen plant. The oxygen plant produces a harvestable reserve of oxygen in its bioluminescent floating bulb. It is hypothesized that this attracts territorial air-breathing fauna, forming a symbiotic relationship that protects the plant from herbivorous fish. I guess that makes sense. Underwater source of breathable oxygen, useful in free diving scenarios. The radiant sieve coral. This light-emitting plant is reminiscent of a sieve or colander. The redwort. A common plant adaptable to many different environments, the redwort is a stable part of the diet of many smaller herbivores. Scaly maw anemone. The scaly maw prefers shallow water and ample exposure to sunlight and exists in a symbiotic relationship with a species of vibrant algae that live atop the anemone's trunk. These algae thrive in the sun and create a thin, scaly bacterial mat around the structure of the anemone as they feed on other microorganisms that filter through the anemone's water space. I wish I could say all of these descriptions with like a really thick Australian accent, like fucking Morel from Disco Elysium, like, the scaly maw anemone prefers shallow water. I can't do an Australian accent, but I wish I could. It would be like the perfect voice to read these, you know? As they feed on other microorganisms. Oh no! Violet bow, a common luminescent plant which grows in patches on the seabed. And then the light stick, a mobile battery-powered LED light which provides low-level lighting in a 360-degree area, can be attached to most surfaces. And the mineral detector, using a complex blend of electromagnetic field transmission and beta decay detection, the mineral detector is capable of identifying nearby resources and approximating distance. 2 antennae, it feels like another typo, emit an advanced pattern of waves to detect specific materials for mining. An ultra-bright display visually communicates distance to the target resource. Proximity alarms add an extra layer of information for finite spatial positioning. And that was everything we found. That's a lot of reading. So we're gonna be looking to make, we need a titanium ingot, so that means a lot of titanium, more copper, table coral, a bunch of copper for the sea glide, some lubricants. Lubricant is the seed clusters. Save. Oh, I thought the game froze, but I was writing the thing. Oh, okay. Well, I have some titanium in there already. 9? Well, I actually just need one more titanium to make the ingot. Gonna need more cluster. The clusters, like, they're a little bit more rare in this one. Need like 2. Yeah, 2. Oh, there's more stuff down here. Hello. Oh yeah, I already had this one. Another PDA.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, I'm going. The lubricant, I need some copper. Well, let's try using this thing then. Chance of silver. Chance of... I mean, it would be nice if you could select it instead of having to cycle through them. Searching. Searching. Oh. Ah, wait, I'm full. Let's drop that. It's falling. I mean, it's sort of useful as like an on-the-fly scanner. I kind of prefer the true scanner, but this can work in a pinch. So let's make 1 lubricant. 2 lubricant. Titanium ingot. Then copper wire. And then I just need some coral sample, which are kind of everywhere, right? Are these coral sample? No. It has to be the orange one, right? Let's try this actually. Coral, table coral. Ah, shit, I skipped it. Then you have to go all the way back, you know? Select previous. Oh no, you can do. Okay, you can go back. There you go. Table coral. Yeah, this thing consumes a lot of battery. It's not finding any. Huh. Really? There's no table coral around here?
Oxygen.
Shit. It was really common in the first one, but maybe not anymore. Can you really not find any table coral? This thing consumes so much battery. I think I'm maybe better off just like looking myself. I don't know yet what makes all these sounds, like this roaring. I'm not too sure. Come here, old bladderfish. Whoa.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yes, I know. Oh. Wait, I already have this one. It's the sea glad. Oh, there's some right there. There we go. This should have been detected. I feel like I was close enough for it to be... Oh well. Guess I can't rely on the old scanner too much. Need to use my eyes. Do you have any more of that coral down there by any chance? Because I need 2. And I also need more copper. There's one there. Yup. Chance of copper. Titanium. Chance of copper. Copper. Titanium. Got plenty of titanium. I need... Tis copper
Warning.
I need.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I think the sound is just coming from these sharks, actually. Just like in the first one, sometimes the loudest roars are not necessarily from like a massive creature. Although, you never know. I think that's just the thunder, right? Yeah, thunder. A lot of storms in this area. I wonder if we'll see the... what were the big floating creatures called again? The reefbacks? I hope we'll see those again. I really like those. Alright, let's make some water, because I'm getting thirsty. And then Another copper wire. Let's make a computer chip. Alright, we can make the mobile vehicle bay. That's done, so we can unpin that. The Sea Glide, need a battery for that. I would need just 1 copper. I can find 1 copper. And we can also deploy our old friend right here. There you go. No recipes available. Alright, well, we'll have to find some recipes then. But at least now we have it. And also let me drink. Now I just need to find just the 1 copper. Should be easy, right? Oh, look at that! So easy. So, battery. And we'll finally have our Sea Glide. Sea Glide, my beloved.
Is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in...
It does. That's going to number 1, baby. And scanner will be number 2. Guess knife, number 3. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of slots very quickly, aren't I?
Light and map.
Let's put the eggs in storage. I'll have to remember I have one of these in storage also. Let's put one of these there too. Can put that there too. Put the titanium there too. Don't really need it right now. We got a news. Altera misplaces 1 kilometer capital ship Aurora. Wait, is this recent news? Altera misplaces Aurora. The Independent Galactic News. Contact has been lost with the Aurora some 18 months into its journey to install a phase gate in the Ariadne arm. Report inside sources. Altera launched the Aurora to much fanfare almost 2 years ago, so this is very recent, unless like this news we found is like an old one. But no, it can't be recent because they said they had a station on 4546b. And like as far as we knew, the planet was not inhabited, right? Altera launched the Aurora to much fanfare almost 2 years ago and recently announced the ship had arrived in the destination solar system. The Aurora has reportedly now missed more than 1 routine check-in. As for comment, a spokesperson for Altera said, communication with ships outside of the phase gate network can take weeks or months in ordinary circumstances and is commonly interrupted. The Aurora was in good shape and ahead of schedule the last time they checked in. We have no reason to think anything has changed. Other than the fact that they haven't checked in? Nonetheless, our sources emphasize that Altera cannot yet explain the loss of contact, and given the exceptional value of the ship and its mission, they are taking every possible measure to re-establish contact. Shareholders will be watching closely. Fuck the shareholders. It's really wild to think that Riley was the only survivor of this crash. Like, there were a lot of people on that ship and they all died. Either in the crash or like to the predators on the planet, and only Riley survived. I wonder if we'll like hear or read anything about Riley in this. Like maybe we can find a log he left behind, or like, I don't know. Keen readers will remember, however, that Altera's network of directors have a history of leaking scare stories like this to the press, only for the Transgov to rebound with positive news against the odds. Directors' shareholdings and dealings are of course not public information. Interesting. So I wonder if this is recent news, or if this is like from years ago, because we found it on a PDA at the bottom of the ocean, so it could be like old news by now. I wonder. Well, getting news of the Aurora feels like a good place to stop this first episode because I've been recording for quite a while already. We've got our sea glide now, so we can unpin that, and that will help us do some more navigation in the next episode. So that's going to be it for the first episode of Subnautica Below Zero, affectionately nicknamed Sub-Zero. It's like riding an old bike. Even though it's only earlier this year that I played Subnautica, it feels like I'm jumping right back in it. So I'm getting like my muscle memory and like all my instincts back pretty quickly because it feels very similar. You know, it's a lot of the same creatures, same controls, same tools. So I'm interested to see all the new creatures, all the new plants, and some of the new tools that we have at our disposal in this one. And also seeing where the story is gonna go. Mostly, I'm curious to see what divided players so much, because so far, it really just feels like Subnautica all over again. Like, I guess there's a little bit more like story and dialogue, but really not that much. So, at least so far, feels very similar. So I guess maybe later things are gonna change, but we'll see. I'm keeping an open mind, as always. I always try to give games a fair chance, and I'm not really hard to please anyways. I'm a simple guy. I tend to like most of the games that I play on here, because all games have something good about them. So that's gonna be it for me. If this is your first time on the channel, please subscribe to the channel to catch all the future videos. I would really appreciate it. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon EST. You can of course like the video, that really helps, and leave me a little comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this sequel. If you would like to support me and the channel, you can do so on my Patreon in the description below, and all patrons get a full week of early access on all the videos, so which means there's already a few Below Zero episodes up on the Patreon, so check it out if you're interested. But until next time, I will bid you adieu. So thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun playing this, I hope you had fun watching it, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Subnautica Sub-Zero. À la prochaine.